Okay, what's up guys? Arashi here, back again with another upload, and today's article is a bit crazy because I believe this leads to Disney actually being in deeper shit than I could have ever imagined. But anyway, let's read. In November 2023, Disney lost 23 million subscribers overnight trying to cancel Elon Musk. And I honestly don't understand. It's kind of crazy how you try to cancel Elon Musk. How do you even cancel Elon Musk? Now, I think 23 million is a bit of a high number. I think that's a little bit, made up, but there's truth to it because Disney did lose a lot of subscribers not too long ago. And this all ties into Elon Musk saying, go F yourself to Disney, to Bob Iger essentially the other day. And I think that's where the deeper problem of Disney lies in. And this is also a reason why Star Wars and things like MCU are starting to fail because the leadership at the very, very top is just, not good. But anyway, let's get into this article. The Walt Disney Company long ago decided to line itself with woke ideologies. Just found out what happens when you mess with Americans and their freedom of speech. And let me preface this is not just America. I mean, a majority of it is Americans, but we can't just say that it's Americans. You can't just come around the entire world and expect everybody to just fall in line and listen to whatever you have to say, Disney. You don't got it like that. I'm sorry to say, you just don't got it like that. And there's the problem with Disney right there. That's the deeper problem that I'm talking about. As I stated in my last video, you can't just do this. You can't just keep pushing a message and you can't keep trying to cancel people. You tried to cancel a freaking billionaire. I mean, come on. He owns SpaceX. He owns Tesla. I mean, what were you thinking? He owns X now? You can't just come out here and cancel another billionaire. I mean, I understand that Disney makes more money than Elon, yes, but you just can't come out here and just say, oh yeah, I'm going to cancel you, Elon. You're next on my chopping block. You just can't do that, all because he said you can't just pay with advertisements or something going on with X and advertisements. I don't have Twitter, so I don't really know the whole preface behind that. Someone in the comments would have to explain that to me. But you're trying to get everybody to conform to what you believe in and what you want to have done. And you can't just do that. You're not a Mongol like that. The box office shows it. Your loss in Disney Plus subscribers just shows it. What people want you to do is make movies and good TV shows. That's all they want you to do. No more messaging, none of that. Just get back to making movies for families and friends and everybody to have fun with. And this is part of the reason why I'm such a strong advocate for people creating their own stuff. We need to start creating our own fan films and creating our own comic books to rival Disney, because right now they're not really delivering what we want to see or what we want as fans. So if you see a small comic book company or a smaller comic book company trying their best to put something out that you guys would like, I recommend you guys give them a chance. And if it's not good, it's not good. But, at the end of the day, they'll learn. And this goes for me too. I need to start creating my own stuff as well. This is another article that I found that I think leads to a bigger problem that's going on with Disney, further proving my point that it's Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy and all these people who are at the very top of Disney. This article titles is "The Marvel suffered from a lack of supervision on set," says Bob Iger. Disney CEO admits that he has made too many sequels recently. And you see, that's the problem right there. I don't think that it's a problem with too many sequels. If you make something good the first time, people are going to want to see it the second time. I mean, that's common sense. It's A to B. Like Spider-Man 1, the game was very good, so people wanted Spider-Man 2 very bad and waited 5 years for it. But at least he admits this one thing, that the lack of supervision on set was one of the reasons why the Marvels flopped. Says, I'm just going to skip to the middle. The combination of the pandemic, set restrictions, and Disney's increased output due to the launch of streamer Disney Plus made it increasingly difficult for the studio executive to oversee the onslaught of new productions. And that's what I mean. They started trying to make way too many TV shows between Star Wars and, MCU stuff that it became overwhelming to the point where people couldn't even keep up. And this leads to another topic of video. I don't believe that we should be having so many shows, but that's a topic for another video. But anyway, let me read on. Let me keep going on here. Let's see what else is in here. Since opening in theaters in November, the Brie Larson Med sequel has only crossed 77 million at the domestic box office and 187 million worldwide. It's the biggest flop yet in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's shaping up to be the first MCU title not to cross the $100 million mark domestically. That's really sad, actually, if you think about it, because at one point during 2018 to 2019, that it felt like they couldn't miss with anything. That also has to do with bad storytelling as well, because we have people who are being hired over here at Disney who are really just using these Marvel movies as a stepping stone to further their career. I mean, Taika Waititi said it himself about Thor. Taika Waititi said he didn't even care about Thor. He just really used it because at the time he was broke and he made a lot of money off of it. So obviously he's winning now, but it's just we need to hire the right people. It's time we start hiring people who actually give a crap about the story. I mean, it's okay to further your career, but at the same point, I expect the people who are going to be producing and writing these movies and directing them to give a crap about the characters, to give a crap about the franchise, to give a crap about what the vision is that's going forward in the story that we're trying to tell. That's what I really care about. I mean, I have no problem with you furthering your career. That's fine. Everybody would do that. But where the issue lies is you not giving a crap about the characters and you're just putting something out just to put something out. I mean, that's where the problem lies, and that's where Disney is. I don't know, man. There's just a lot of stuff that needs to change at Disney, and it feels like there actually is. I mean, Dave Filoni becoming CFFO is one of the biggest things for Star Wars coming up. Now he has directive control over everything. Now, I'm not saying everything's going to be perfect, as I said in my past video, but it's going to be better for sure. Because unlike many others, things over there, or at least on Dave's side, on Star Wars side, things over there are going to be better just because he actually cares about the characters. He cares about what he's putting out there, and he's not using it as a stepping stone to further his career. And I can say the same about Jon Favreau. So there's changes being made, but I think that the bigger issue is Bob Iger. I don't think there's going to be any changes until that Bob Iger and whoever's in that room is all changed. As fans, we deserve better. We truly do deserve better. As fans, we need to take things into our own hands as well, and not just rely on Disney to pump out stuff that we'd like. As fans, we need to start creating fan films, as I said earlier, comic books, those kind of things, anything along those lines. Start creating your own stuff, guys. I mean, at this point, we need to, Disney's vulnerable. We need to pretty much keep applying pressure. And maybe at some point too, Disney will begin to change completely, and maybe we'll get a new CEO one day, and maybe we'll have better parks to go to, and maybe the fans will actually be treated with respect. But even as that does happen, we do need to still become independent mainly. We need to become our own, writers, producers. And either start infiltrating Disney or just as I said, have our own new stuff coming out, and we'll eventually be winners. Because as more and more time goes on, I just believe that it kind of like same thing with Bethesda games where the modders have to take over and eventually they're the ones who carry on the legacy of that game. I believe that Disney, Star Wars, MCU, all that stuff is in the same point. It's going to live through us, the fans. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. And as always, may the Force be with you and have a great rest of your day.